Flavor City team is happy to be in sunny South Beach this week. As usual, we're gonna travel around, soak up all the flavors, eat really good food, and bring those ideas back to Chicago and create a South Beach inspired menu. Also, the Food Network South Beach Food and Wine Show is going on. So we're gonna hit the parties, try to get some interviews with some celebrity chefs, and ask them what the flavors of South Beach are for them. And maybe that'll inspire us in our menu. And one of the best parts about this trip is that, as usual, it's for pennies on the dollar, using this credit card right here. Like I said before, I want to demystify travel for you and show you how to use points, miles for everyday expenses you already use and get free travel anywhere you want. Check out my blog at flavcity.com to see how you too can earn points. But for now, let's eat. We're at the kickoff party to the South Beach Food and Wine Show. Let's drink and eat our way through this thing. Chuck, we're trying to get the feeling of South Beach and the flavors that remind you of the essence of this place.
I'm kind of a traditionalist. When I come here, I go to Joe's Stone Crab and I eat only crab. That's it. I come here and I just eat crab.
And key lime pie, right?
Key lime pie, baby.
South Beach flavors are sexy, sassy, and just wonderful, right? Yeah. Like Floridian cuisine, a lot of fresh seafood, mangoes, like fruit.
South Beach is kind of like spring break for chefs, so I'm always about, the sun and the fun and a little citrus or fish and a little red onions and a little chili in there.
It's spicy and citrusy with lots of seafood thrown in.
Oh my God, it's Floridian, right? It's also the unofficial capital of South America. A little bit of papaya and tropical fruit, a lot of lime, I like that. A lot of seafood, stone crabs, a lot of liquor, represent.
All right.
I love Chicago. Give me a super dog.
Go White Sox.
Take those ideas, maybe a little poutine from his region.
Hey, why not?
Bring it back to Chicago and create a meal inspired by South Beach. And that's the wrap.
Awesome, cheers.
Thanks. So Miami Beach is definitely a Flavor City kind of town. We ate some great food and talked to some incredible chefs. And I have lots of ideas floating around in my head. So regrettably, we have to head back to the frozen tundra of Chicago and hit the kitchen. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. We're back in Chicago, and I thought for our South Beach inspired menu, we can marry a little bit of the North with a little bit of the South. So today, we're making a crab cake sandwich with sweet potato biscuits, a mojo cream sauce, and a mango chutney. Tropical, and keeping it real with a little bit of the comfort food of Chicago. Let's do it. In this bowl, I have just under a pound of lump crab meat. To it, I'm gonna add just about a half a cup of soda crackers, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon each of Dijon mustard and mayonnaise. And then for those South Beach citrus flavors, we got the zest and the juice of a lemon. And these are the flavors those chefs are really talking about, bright citrusy flavors, seafood, so I really listen to them. And then of course we need salt and pepper as always. A couple of cracks, a little pinch of kosher salt, looks good. And then for some brightness, let's chop up a little bit of chives here. Just gonna run my knife through it a little bit. In the bowl. And then really it's as easy as just giving it a mix up. That's just about there. Get it together in a patty like that. Plop them down. So we're gonna take this, stash it in the fridge. We'll come back to it in an hour or 2 hours. While the crab cakes are chilling out, let's move on to the sweet potato biscuit. Now this is gonna be the bun that our crab cake sits on. It's winter here, we gotta keep it real. We're in hibernation mode. This is Chicago's part of the SoBe recipe. So in the bowl here, I have just about a cup of all-purpose flour. To that, let's add about a tablespoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a pinch of kosher salt in there. And now comes the time to roll up your sleeves and get a little dirty. I got 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, chilled. You wanna cut them out of the fridge right before you're ready, and then use your fingers and cut that butter into all the ingredients. This is just about done here when I can pinch it together and it holds. It's shaped like that. That's it, I'm done. Now what I have in this bowl here is about 3/4 of a cup of sweet potato puree. And to it I added about 1/3 of a cup of buttermilk. The buttermilk's gonna give it a nice tang from the south. Mix it to bring it together. And turn our biscuit mixture out onto the board. So I'm gonna fold that in. It's gonna make the kitchen a little dirty, but hey, it's fun. Flatten it with the palm of your hand. Take a glass from your cupboard. It's easy, everybody has one, and just pop it down and turn. And I think I can get a couple more out of these. These go in a 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes until they're golden brown, and you're good to go. While the biscuits are baking away in the oven, let's move on to our mango chutney. It's gonna be sweet, spicy, and a little sour and go great on our sweet potato crab cake sandwich. To start, 2 mangoes peeled and chopped, half a red pepper, and half a red onion finely diced. Half a cup of apple cider vinegar, maybe a dash or 2 of red pepper flakes, half a cup of organic sugar, a little pinch of kosher salt, a little crack of peps, and then ginger root. The skin can be kind of tough in older ginger like this, and this spoon trick is a really easy way to do it. And get a good amount in here. Bring this mixture to a boil, reduce it to a simmer for 25 minutes until it's thick and syrupy, and you're good to go. Let's grab our crab cakes and fry them up. Over here I have about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil heating over medium heat. And we're gonna leave these for about 3 to 4 minutes per side until they get golden brown and delicious. In the meantime, the final step in our sandwich, we're gonna make a creamy mojo sauce. Now a mojo is a Cuban citrus sauce. We need the juice of half an orange, the juice of half a lime, 1/4 cup of crunchy red onion, a teaspoon of oregano, and half a teaspoon of cumin, gives it a nice kick, a shot of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of cilantro. If you do not like cilantro, be my guest and add some flat leaf parsley, some chives, whatever you want. Hey, float your boat. You gotta add some garlic, but instead of just chopping it and throwing it in, I'm gonna cream the garlic. And with some kosher salt acting as an abrasive, I'm gonna cream it on the cutting board, and it's gonna turn into a paste. So there, check it out. So that's gonna go in here, and then give it a mix up. And that basically is your mojo. Add some Greek yogurt to it, and make a cream sauce that we're gonna spread on the bottom half of our sweet potato biscuit sandwich. Let's give it a little tasty taste. Really, really nice. I can tell that it's time to flip these guys. So let's give them a little flipperoo. And another 3 to 4 minutes on that side, and we're almost ready to plate this dish. Oh, these guys look perfect. Golden brown, that nice orange hue. I like it. So while those are cooling, let's put the finishing touches on our chutney, which reduced nicely. We just want to kick up that flavor a little bit. So we're going to give it a nice squeeze of fresh lemon, and then half a teaspoon each of cinnamon and curry powder. And then if it's not smooth enough for you, just take your potato masher and go at it. Now it's time to put together this dish. Let's grab a sweet potato from here, cut it in half. And then for the base layer, we're gonna put our creamy mojo. Man, remember all those herbs and the citrus. Now we'll take one of our golden brown crab cakes and throw it on top there. Oh man, the sandwich is making my mouth water. The colors are outrageous on this. And this really reminds me of all the food I had in South Beach. And top off our bun. Hey, why not? We made all that work, let's make it look pretty. Little chives on top. And there it is. Look at that sweet potato crab cake sandwich. Creamy crab. That biscuit is so tender, and the tang and the sweetness from that mango and the yogurt sauce. This is definitely a South Beach home run. Well, that's it for our South Beach inspired menu. For this recipe and many more, go to flavcity.com, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter @FlavCity. We'll see you next time.